Right now, somewhere in your body, an alarm is going off. You can't hear it. You can't see it. But it's there. It feels like sadness. It feels like boredom. Sometimes it just feels like static. But that feeling has a name, and it might be the most dangerous thing you experience all year. It's loneliness, not the kind where you're simply alone. You can be surrounded by people and still feel it. You can be married, employed, constantly texting, and still feel it. So, what is it actually doing to you? For most of human history, being alone didn't just feel bad. It was a death sentence. Your ancestors didn't survive the savannah as individuals. They survived in small, tight bands of maybe 30 to 50 people. A lone human, cut off from the group, was easy prey. No spears at their back. No eyes scanning the tree line for them while they slept. So evolution did something clever. It built a warning system directly into your nervous system. A feeling so uncomfortable that you would do almost anything to avoid it. That feeling was loneliness. Think of it like physical pain. Pain isn't punishment. Pain is information. It tells you, hand, stove, move, now. Loneliness works the same way. It tells you you are exposed, get back to the group. The psychologist John Cacioppo spent decades studying this exact signal. He found that loneliness doesn't just sit quietly in the background of your mood. It changes your biology. It raises inflammation. It disrupts sleep. It even alters how your immune system responds to threats. Your body, in other words, treats disconnection like an emergency because for most of your species' existence, it was one. Here's where it gets stranger. In the 1950s, a psychologist named Harry Harlow ran a series of experiments on infant monkeys. He separated them from their mothers and gave them two artificial replacements. One was made of bare wire, but held a bottle of milk. The other was covered in soft cloth, but offered no food at all. Logic says the monkeys should have clung to the wire mother. That's where the food was. They didn't. The infant monkeys spent nearly all their time clinging to the cloth mother, only leaving briefly to feed from the wire one before rushing back. Comfort, touch, and connection weren't a luxury layered on top of survival. They were survival. Harlow's monkeys that were raised in total isolation didn't just grow up sad. They grew up fundamentally altered, anxious, aggressive, unable to form normal social bonds even as adults. Isolation didn't just deprive them of company, it rewired them. And you carry the same wiring. This is the twist most people never expect. You assume loneliness is only an emotional problem, something to push through, something private, something you handle on your own. But researcher Julianne Holt-Lunstad ran a massive analysis pulling together data from over 300,000 people across dozens of long-term studies. Her question was simple. Does social connection actually affect how long you live? The answer surprised even her. Lacking strong social ties was associated with a risk of early death comparable to smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day. It outranked obesity. It outranked physical inactivity. Loneliness sat right up there with some of the most well-known killers in modern medicine. Read that again. Not enough connection. Statistically similar to a pack of cigarettes a day. Why would evolution punish disconnection this harshly? Because for nearly all of human history, the group wasn't just company. It was your immune system, your food source, your protection, your entire survival infrastructure. A human cut off from the tribe wasn't sad. They were dying, slowly, in real time. Your body still doesn't know the difference between a modern Tuesday spent scrolling alone in an apartment and a prehistoric night spent alone outside the firelight. To your nervous system, both scenarios say the exact same thing. You are unprotected. Do something about it. Now look at how you actually live. You can order food without speaking to a single human. You can work an entire job from a bedroom. You can watch hundreds of people talk to a camera and never actually be seen by any of them. Modern life solved almost every physical threat your ancestors faced. Fewer predators, more food, safer shelter. But it accidentally recreated the one threat your biology fears the most: isolation. Just dressed up in comfortable, convenient, quiet clothing. That static feeling, that low hum of loneliness you sometimes feel at the end of a long day, surrounded by notifications but nobody real. That's not weakness. That's not a character flaw. That's 40,000 years of evolutionary alarm bells, still ringing, still trying to send you back toward the fire and the people around it. So, the next time that feeling shows up, don't just scroll past it. Ask what it's actually asking of you. Because right now, somewhere in your body, that alarm is still going off. And for the first time, you finally know exactly why.